we are officially 1 month in the books. I gotta put on some music or else I'm gonna die. We're officially 1 month in the books when it comes to these My Hero events. I have done a lot of tracking over the past month. A lot of data has come out, and a lot of stuff to genuinely kind of surprise me personally. But a lot of good, healthy stuff as we break it down. So, this is supposed to say February. Hey, this says February, chat. Don't look at this. So this is the weekly breakdown. These are the events that I have available to us this week. Once again, every time that My Hero that we do events, Pro Play Games does their events on Sunday, and they don't get me the information until Tuesday, and so I just can't add them to the thing. I can't add them to the thing. But one day we'll be quicker about it. All right, so here's the top 8 players for the Cardomagicka event. Bit of a shakeup. 20 players at that event. That happens on Tuesdays. Here, I'll make myself just a wee bit smaller. Happens on Tuesdays, and we had a pretty fun breakdown. We had 4 Tokoyamis, 3 Ayamas, which is crazy. Those Canadian players keep playing a bunch of games. 2 Kirishimas, a Nomu, a Denki, and Ojiro. I love to see Ojiro. I think Ojiro is super, super rad. 1 Kamui, 1 Ochako 1, 1 Ochako 2, 1 Mount Lady, who we haven't seen a ton of stats from, 1 All Might 3, who seems to be playing a lot of games, but has fallen off in tops. 1 Shigaraki, and 1 Mina. And our top 8 looks like so. The surprising thing here is Mina hit a top 8 in a 20-person event. That's pretty good. That seems pretty good. But the rest are pretty standard, right? Good pilots playing Kamui Woods are pushing these really high numbers. Big shout outs to like Jose. It looks like I see what you did there in chat. Another champ has been playing. Tell people to stop playing Tokoyami if they aren't gonna do it right. I guess. All right. Actually, KS, you have a show. You can do that. You tell people to stop playing it. Punch played it. Double Kirishima's in top. Shigaraki Ochako's been tearing it up, and then I think sheer volume of Ayamas is saying that he is going to be up there, right? He's the second most represented character, right behind Tokoyami. But I guess if there's 4 Tokoyamis, we should have more Tokoyamis here. The 2 Kirishimas both topped. I don't know. Just got to play the game well, huh? Yeah, I gotta get to that taco truck. That's how I feel about All Might 2 as well. That's why I really enjoy All Might 2. Hey, we gotta get these rounds done. What's with Ochako 2? Is that character good? I think that character is consistent if you don't know how to play against it. Ochako 2 and Shigaraki have like a lot of the same energy, except for Ochako 2 is able to play a better string game and make things happen, as opposed to Shigaraki, who is able to like disrupt my opponent's plays, and Ochako has a lot of health and is able to pretty much free block 1 move per turn. I had a really fun match as Ochako 2 versus Keenan playing as Ida 2, and the enhanced commit -3 speed saved me a ton inside of that match. If math was done appropriately, if math was done correctly, with the -3 in mind, I would have lost that match, but it didn't get there just because of how potent that character's ability is. It's cool stuff. Anyways, onto the big event. We have our webcam weekly. 42 players this week, which means it is eligible to be included in the Player of the Year ranking, as well as the character breakdown. And once again, what an unbelievably diverse week we have had. Another 42-person event, and we have a bunch of people with a bunch of 2-ofs. Starting from the bottom, Tokoyami, Shigaraki, Ochako 1, Bakugo, Kamui Woods, Midoriya, Sero, Atsui, starting back at Sero. All of these 2-ofs that people are trying out and messing around with these characters. And then our 3-ofs, Atsui, Ochako 2, Eraserhead, 4-ofs, the Jiro, and Kirishima. Once again, our big 3 coming up as the most represented character, and I think people are just trying to still flush out Ochako, which is why she's so represented. I think whenever we get into, I guess I should make my camera even smaller. As we get into as we get closer, like this upcoming week, I bet to see this skewed a little bit further towards the top 3 of Kirishima Jiro Eraserhead, being played in, this music's crazy, being played in these events because we're gearing up for the next weekend to play in the Provisional. Our one-ofs, we missed 1, 2 of on this sheet, which I think is interesting, because of the way that the form was done. There were actually 2 All Might 4s as well that were represented, and then the rest of these were all one-ofs. All Might 1, I said Mono, not Momo. Cringe. 1 Mount Lady, 1 Ida, 1 Mineta, 1 Nomu, 1 All Might 2, 1 Mina, 1 Denki. Yeah, characters obviously not represented is Todoroki. We don't have a Ayama on here. There's still no... we have 1 All Might 2, right? There's no Froppy 2. There's no... we have Kamui. We have All Might. We have Mount Lady. I think it's just those 3. I think it's just Ida 2... Todoroki. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be Shoji. Yeah. And Ojiro, right? Yeah. This is still like a neat experiment, because like as we look at this, one of the big things that pushed a lot of people to playing to fighting for diversity in universes, which is the concept of inside of Top Cuts you can only have 1 X of a specific character name, is the fact that without diversity you wouldn't have a diverse field, right? You'd have a paper rock scissors format. You'd have your big 3 and they would exist, and nobody else would play anybody. But this is showing that as we naturally are playing the game, people are spreading out and willing to play more things. And we do have like prize support on the line for these big events, right? Not only do we have like packs and whatever, but like you have the pride of like being able to go and look at your locals and be like, yo, I went undefeated at a 42-person event. That's like a cool thing to say, and we are naturally spreading out. We're gonna see how that works as more and more stakes get on the line. But I mean, this is even like semi-true for the 1K, the biggest event that we've had so far, prize wise, not necessarily in player count. But we'll have to see what the provisionals bring. Here are our 4 undefeated characters of the week. We have Tokoyami, Jiro, Kamui Woods, and All Might. Interesting that our most represented character, Kirishima, did not become an undefeated character. People were starting to figure it out. As well as our one of All Might 2 was able to run the bracket. Yeah, these 3, honestly, these 4 characters are not surprising to me. The bottom 2 being unbelievably aggressive if they want to just pop off and murder you, right? The Bird and All Might 2. Kamui Woods can play a big long string game and also stop my opponent from playing these big long strings, playing real tight defense. Essentially gives everything -1 speed and -1 damage, like it's over and over and over again. And then it's not interesting. Kirishima is a character that can very much... Kirishima is a character that's very much so your match to lose. I guess I'm confused what you mean by there. Riot, buddy, friend, pal. And then Jiro's just like been super consistent. It is playing big long strings, being able to steal the information off the top of the deck, even through her nerf of like the webcam events. I don't think it's that big. Okay, Rai Ru. This is why I don't watch anime. This is it. Cody? Hey, it's Cody. Yeah. But unsurprising, I would love to see where this goes if we had played like one more round, right? Because as we know, these rounds are only three, or these webcam events are only 3 rounds each, and then as we go on, I would love to see like what this top 4 would look like. I think it'd actually be really fun for the like after the rounds. You know what? I could do that. Huh. That seems like a fun way for me to get involved on a Wednesday stream. Would you guys want to? I'm gonna poll. I'm a poll. Yo, would you guys jump ship on a Wednesday after the tournament and watch Undefeated's play off? Would you guys do that? Because I get done with I can't do like additional prize support, but we certainly could like play for stakes, you know? Huh. That seems like a cool idea. I'll write that down. Maybe I'll message somebody at Jaska and see if I can get that. Because what I don't want to do with that idea is to stop on, if I do it, we can throw in some more prize support. Well, that's somebody with a big letter J next to their name. Huh. Might be tricky if you get 3 or 5 undefeateds. We'll figure it out. We'll play it by ear. It's just for fun. I guess there is. It's just kidding. It's not for fun. It's for prizes. I mean, at that point, Satonis, we could just like steal whoever is the top rated, not defeated, or I'll play the top defeated. Yeah, I'll do it. Or this would be a fun way to do it. If the king of retro or the king of My Hero from the whatever event that Bromley's doing, the belt. I mean, they could just be our replacement. That'd be funny. They gotta write it down. Top 8 over here. Question mark? I gotta ask a spare because I don't want to step on toes. Number 1 pro hero challenges you. I don't know about that now. I'm officially washed when it comes to the hero biz. But it looks like you guys are down to do that, which is cool. Moving on. Here is the Thursday Throwdown. This is a TTS event hosted by Lenoco. It's a totally free event. If you're looking to test out your weird, crazy decks, this is where I suggest you doing it. It's a low entry tournament. Our players that we played in, we had 18, which is crazy. All Might 2, Tenya Ida at 2 of Tokoyami, which both of those topped. 1 Nomu, they topped. 2 Jiros, 1 Kirishima, 1 Mineta, we got a top. Let's go. 1 Bakugo, we got the top. 1 Shigaraki, All Might 4, All Might 3, 1 Eraserhead, 1 Denki. So Eraserhead was left in the dust out of our top 3, or one of, right? Kirishima, the only one of, got pushed in the tops. Nomu got pushed in the tops. This was a super fun. Both Idas were Ida 2, and they played each other round 1. Were they Ida 2? Huh. We had 2 people play Ida 2. Oh, you know what? I did play against the Ida 2 that game, and I finished my round in actually 8 minutes. I just killed him. True. Nomu's pretty good. Nomu is pretty good. My internet died during this tournament. Oh no, Dan. Unfortunate. But yeah, this is one of the another one of those really diverse tournaments. Obviously, there wasn't like a huge grand prize, but the fact that Nomu took this down might be saying we got to watch the very end of Lenoco's stream, which he puts the VODs up on his YouTube channel, as well as, I mean, they should be over on Twitch right now. So if you want to see Nomu beating Kirishima, that was pretty rad. Yeah, because I said if Ida 2 wins a Throwdown, I would eat hot sauce on stream, so they tried to collude to get me to eat hot sauce, and you as the tournament organizer made the two heroes fight each other round one. Messed up, man. Messed up. But yeah, all in all, once again, another standard looking event, like, right? Like the two big outliers here are the fact that Moneta topped at all in a 16-person event is like unheard of, right? Even if it is 7th. And then the fact that Nomu took the whole thing down, meaning that they had to beat everybody else, right? This is a cool looking bracket. And it is fun. It's fun to see this kind of information. And then next we have Red Riot Games, a 15-person online webcam event. We had 4 Kirishimas, 2 Tokoyamis, 2 Atsuis, 2 Ochako 1s, 1 Ochako 2, hilarious. 1 Kami 1s, 1 Eraser, 1 All Might 3, 1 All Might 1. That's right, All Might 1. The fact that Ochako 1 took it down is surprising. I know that I personally believe in that character, but we just haven't seen those results, right? And then we had Atsui and then Kamui Woods, Eraserhead being up there, Tokoyami, All Might. All Might 1 getting into 7th is kind of interesting. Another one of those characters really, really slept on. And the fact that Kirishima got stopped is interesting. Paul, does Red Riot post deck lists? I don't know, but if you jump into their Discord, you can certainly message somebody there, right? I'll drop a link to their Discord here real quick. Is it this one? Red Riot Games, and then invite people, copy, and then dropped. All right, there's a Discord link, you guys. Yeah, certainly go ask if you want to jump into these tournaments and make these bigger. Remember, if we get 30 people to play these tournaments, I will put you on the big stats for they will count for Player of the Year as well as be introduced into the character statistics, which we'll talk about here very soon. All in all, I think All Might 1 is interesting. I don't know what that character does whenever we have plus ultra in the format. Like I think that character is just got to dodge plus ultra, but if he does, like, maybe we'll just, mollybop everybody. Red Riot event was cool. I tied versus a new player playing Mayo Chaco. He was pretty good. Was it one of these people? Not the first place, right? Assuming not the first place person. But that is cool to hear, Fidu. That is cool. Yeah, yes, the first place. Yo, that's hype. It was actually me in disguise. I had like on a mustache, and I didn't stream. Ooh, 3-way tie in top 3. Yo, handshakes. Labach, Subtam, happy to see the charity goal is going good even before the event. True, which we're going to talk about. It was nil, the real TamCardwell. Here's our character breakdown, you guys. So we have taken, and once again, because we didn't have any events that were over 30 players besides the Jazzco official one. I hate that it does this. You. What number is this? Who knows? It's 19. Here's the breakdown that we have, and let me hide my own personal camera. And so here's what we are to be expected moving in. We have now pushed past a quarter of the quarter of the characters represented in the game being other characters, so not the top 10 characters represented in the game. I will say this graph is a little. Every time I do this, I play to the camera, is a little off. Ochako 1 is also at 13, but if I put a 12th slot here, right? We've got top 10, then others. If I put a 12th slot, somebody's name gets cropped out, and I can't do anything about it. So Ochako 1 is also sitting here at 13, as at 4.2% of the meta. Once again, all of these are crazy. The thing that keeps baffling me the most, honestly, is the fact that Bakugo is so prevalent, right? Bakugo is so represented, first and foremost, because Bakugo is like not putting up the results that they normally would. It is more of a people played a lot, but it's just not topping. And then the same thing with Tokoyami, but even more so, right? A lot of people are playing Tokoyami, but not a lot of people are succeeding with Tokoyami. Our big three are Kirishima, Eraserhead, and Jiro. But like Jiro was considered, I consider Jiro a better character than Tokoyami, but as of this week, Tokoyami is representing more of the meta. It's interesting. I think these numbers are really interesting to look at, and numbers we've really never had before as Universus players. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's move on. I believe this is our player ranking. Nothing changed in the top 8 themselves. And one of these days, I might actually, might look and, Tokoyami players play defense. Nope. One of these days, I might actually like show the document that I use. Oh, I can put my cam back on. Oh, I'm back. I'm gonna actually show the document that I use in order to make these player rankings. I just go through the week and be like, yo, if you won a tournament, you get 8 points. If you got 8th at a tournament, you get 1 point. And then I just put it on a big spreadsheet and I just keep track of everybody. But still, our reigning king, Joseph Atchison, is crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. So much so that Joseph has twice the points that second place have. And I believe that Anthony and Wesley, who I believe Wesley's the one who popped up this week, are sharing second, and I have about 4 people who are sharing 7th, but I just didn't put it there. I should check the player rankings. Should I start actually playing? Yeah, for sure. Joe Atchison, that name goes way back. It must go back further than me because I don't remember ever meeting this person. But at the same time, I've got the memory of a wet noodle. Yeah, we've got about 4 people here in 7th place, including I believe this week's winner from the Webcam Weekly, as well as I'm in there technically because I won the 1K, as well as I want to say there's one other person, and I do not remember, but I got a spreadsheet, so I don't have to remember. Upcoming events. Here is the community calendar for this week. I decided to go ahead and put this here because I'm the first broadcast of the week, and so let's talk about it, right? This is not the calendar? This is the calendar. I thought that this was over here. Did we do Marketing Monday with Slim Jim today? Did I miss that? Did I miss that, Slim? Huh. I thought that was on Tuesdays, but it must have been last week. My apologies, buddy. Anywho's, Marketing Monday is happening, as well as my TAM Talks. We've got a webcam tournament happening tomorrow, as well as the Unfun Stuff belt challenges. I'm pretty sure they're going to maybe do a podcast, as well as do the challenge belt stuff. If you guys are not in the Unfun server, here is this link here. It's $5 as an entry to play. $1 for every challenge afterwards, and at the end of the season, whoever has the most wins, while holding the bell, gets to split half the money with Unfun Stuff. It's a really, really cool initiative, and they're popping off over there. Wednesday, we've got the webcam weeklies, as well as Thursdays, we have our Learn to Play with Tony 2, followed by the Thursday Throwdown. Once again, another free event. Shout-outs to Lenoco. It is not a command. And I don't know how to make that a command. Saturday, I've got my charity stream, which I want to talk about here just real fast. And then the Sunday stream is the webcam event from Pro Play Games again. I'm going to jump out and make some quick changes to this screen before we talk about the Provisional Showdown, because I'm going to take a second to talk about the charity stream because I'm a big fan of it. So far, we have raised $300 for the No Kid Hungry, ending childhood hunger in America. There is a link if you type in !Iron Man, or if you scroll down right now into the About section, you can go and donate in order to raise for this cause. Big shout-outs to all these people who have already donated. Big shout-outs. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. And the reason you're donating is twofold. Number one, The day that I'm doing this charity stream, I'm going to be doing an Iron Man tournament. And so what that means is I'm going to be playing all 31, 32 characters that are out and legal right now. So not including the provisional pack characters. And I have to play as a match, and I have to win with them in order to move on. And I cannot end stream until I have won with every single Iron Man. Or every single character. And so I'm going to need your guys' help in order to play, 30 matches with me. As well as every $100 that you raise is going to make me spin this wheel, which I have put a ton of 32 punishments on this wheel, all different weights depending on what people have suggested to me inside of the Discord server, including. Chat gets to pick what deck I play next. I get somebody to come in and play a game for me. The next person who wants to can start their next... the next person who wants to can make me start with half of my starting health, or they can start with double their starting health. Basically, the way that these are going to work is these are going to be prizes that a person, anybody in Twitch chat, whoever's next up, can force on me, right? A chat member gets to replace this spot. I do have to approve it, but you get to do a thing. I'll 2 times the next spin. All rival attacks have breaker 1. So if you block with an attack, you can breaker 1 me every time. Every foundation I attempt to play in that match is played at random. So if I choose to play a foundation as a form, I'll shuffle my hand and I'll play a foundation as a form. It is. I don't know how you're playing 40 matches even without this spin. It's going to happen, Duddy. It's going to happen. We're going to do it. We're gamers. We're gamers. And once again, it's just all going for a good cause. So even if I have the world's hardest day and I'm up for 40 hours straight, I take a small little 30-minute power nap. It is here. And the biggest grand prize is, as you can see, we are keeping track of who is supporting. And I will be able to keep track. I'll have my mods be able to keep track. Jasco has reached out and has told me that the grand prize that I get to do for this charity is since preview season has started, the singular person who donates the most to the charity later on, as soon as I get it, is going to have a one-on-one fight against me, and they're going to help me preview a card, right? They're going to help me preview a card in a character, right? Like, so let's say, for example, that like Midoriya is a character. They are going to give me the they're going to give me a card that I get to play in the deck versus you for the first time ever, and that goes to the one person who donates the most, not just necessarily during the charity stream, but until the charity stream ends. So right now, if you want to just go out and donate, it will count. Anybody that is on the supporter page. So if I go and I play as Stain, you know that I'm going to have just a bunch of Stain cards in my deck. If I'm going to go play as Todoroki, I'm going to have a bunch of Todoroki cards in my deck. Is it only a single card? I think the whole support, that's a sick idea. I mean, I think that's really, that is a cool idea, but I'm only allowed to share what they give me, right? They should give me a secret rare. That would be cool, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers. I think this is a cool prize either way, no matter like how much or how little they give me. I think it's a really, really cool prize to see. And it's all going to be based on your guys' support, right? If you want to be the person to help me preview this world premiere, it's just donate to a good cause. It's just donate to a good cause. But now that I got my thing out of the way, let's get back to the showdown, because we got to care about this provisional showdown happening on the 19th. I can't believe they didn't save Ochaka there to give it to you for you to do this. I want them to preview all the characters. I don't want to preview any characters. I want to preview attacks and foundations and cards inside the deck. I think it's a cooler way to do it rather than just be like, look, I've got a YouTube video. Look at this cool card that I have. Hey, see, it's cool. Look how cool it is. It gets the community involved, and I think that's neat. Anyways, Provisional Showdown, February 19th. I've got 50 people in chat. My question is, chat, now that they have opened up are you in? Did you get your email? Were you on the wait list? Were you on the wait list? Did you get a chance to play the game with me? I am in. I did get my golden ticket. As you are, yeah, go check your email, Sleepy, for sure. Right now, go check your email. It is, they have opened up, not just to 128 people, but we have doubled it to 256, and we're going to be playing these. I'm not going to try any of these until I have a deck I like, and I'm not going to have a deck I like anytime soon at this rate. I mean, that's okay. That's okay, Sedonis. I mean, there are 3 of these happening, right? And so maybe you don't hit February, but you do hit March. You don't hit March, but you do hit April. And hopefully by April we have an entirely new set out. And so maybe like you've got twice the options, right? That does sound cool. That sounds neat. Yeah. But yeah, the showdown's happening February 19th. I'm going to be streaming it here, as well as I'm sure that other people are going to be streaming it all over. Make sure that you guys are putting them in the chats over and over and over again. It'd be very, very cool to see how many people get there. And then lastly, our recap so far. I don't have a fun little GIF here. I'm hyped, guys. I'm so unbelievably hyped for this season. Not just because you guys have been so unbelievably supportive of me personally, but because of the support that Jazzco has put into the community. They did not have to up the number to 256, but they chose to because Jazzco is one of the companies that listens to the people. They really do. Sometimes we complain about them being slow, but they do just have to crunch numbers and make sure that everything is where it needs to be, you know? So all in all, here's my last question, and here's to chat. We've had an entire month so far. Are you happy? Yeah. Yes or no? Are you happy with the meta? Are you happy with Jazzco? Are you happy with are you happy? You can, after you voted ones or twos, let me know in the chat what you mean by it. Give me some context. YouTube right now, let me know in the comments down below. Are you happy? We've had competitive My Hero CCG for an entire month, and we are about to have one of the biggest events of any card game this entire year, right? I believe that Digimon just had a big, huge event this past weekend. How many people played in the Digimon Nationals? Do we know? Me being a hipster is my own damn fault. Glad that it looks like people are figuring out Kirishima. Yeah, it's tough. Even with Kirishima high presence, the meta seems to be diverse and fun. Jazzco listens and someone jumps from Wizards of the Coast. Okay. I think it was capped at 256 as well. So a game that's been out for 2+ years, we are going to be hitting the exact same number in a month. That claps. That's so incredible for a new card game, right? Like, that's so crazy for a new card game. If you go and you look at like the most recent new card game I can think of is something like MetaZoo, right? Like that's the newest card game I've heard anything about. They're not pulling these numbers. They're not pulling these numbers for their big events. That's super rad. It's super rad. New card game. Is MetaZoo not new? When did MetaZoo come out? January 30th is just yeah, January 30th 2021. Yeah, or July 30th. July 30th 2021. Guys, that's a new card game. Oh, you were talking about MetaZoo. You were talking about My Hero. I mean, just because like Standard Universe has never had this success. Anime IPs for the win. True. Yucky cryptids. And with that music thing, I think I'm gonna end the video. Thank you guys for hanging out. It was super fun for this first look at the meta, and I'm excited to see what the provisionals are going to shake up. Has all this data been wrong? It's only for you guys to figure out. So with that, thank you much for watching, you guys, and I wish you well.